Oh, it's made in the U.S.A, but it's not. Hello and good morning. It is Wednesday. Oh, so much stuff is going on, but yet this story popped up on my one of my feeds, and it's very interesting. And I did not know this was so. And it's to do with our meat, our the animals that are butchered and all this stuff for our food. And it really surprised me. And I'm like, wow, this is really happening. And it's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal to me. It is a very big deal. But it's not a big deal for the majority. And maybe it's because nobody knew about it. And yeah, it's crazy. So let's get on to it, shall we? Let me go ahead and switch this over. Make sure it works. Yep, it worked. Okay, guys, as you can see, uh, product of U.S.A. Yeah, that stamp used to mean something. It was made in the USA. It was top quality, good to go stuff. But evidently not. You can raise stuff in other countries and bring it over in pieces as long as you cut it up in the United States and process it, or you know cut it in steaks and whatnot. Oh, it's made in the U.S.A, but it's not. Is born, raised in another country, but as long as you cut it up in the United States, it's a product of United States. And as the title says, product of U.S.A or not. System doesn't bother Denver's 10th Circuit Court. And this is a big thing. This is the big meat guys. That sounds bad, but Tyson, Cargill Meat, JBS, all of them are doing this. They'll raise the stuff down in Mexico or South America where it's cheaper, and then they'll bring it up here and cut it up and say it's made in the USA or product of it. Oh, and I didn't know this. I knew that we have meat from other countries come over, and yes, we eat ground beef and all this other meat from other countries, but I did not know it was labeled. It could be labeled for United States. It was made in the made in the United States. But anyway, as you can see here, named defendants in a federal court case. The case was on appeal. Again, it was appealed to the 10th Circuit after being dismissed by district court last year. The appeals court ruling affirmed the dismissal. So there's our cattle guys in the United States are outraged. Basically, yeah, how would you be too? You raise some good stuff in the United States with all the regulations and everything, and then somebody else from another country brings in who knows what was fed to these animals or shot up or drugged or whatever, because there's no regulations in the other countries for this stuff, and they bring it in here and they get the mark, saying it's product of the United States. And it's okay for the government. The government says it's okay. Yep. And as you can see here, it means cattle born uh, and raised in another country may still be sold as product of United States of America. If some simple processing occurs in United States, that means they're cutting it up into steaks, ribs, and drumsticks and whatever. It just boggles my mind. And you, I'm speechless that this has been going on for so long, and I didn't know about this. Like I said, I knew we get meat from other countries that come over here, but when I go and see something that says it's product of the United States, I think, to my mind, it was born and raised and taken care of with our regulations and stuff in the United States, and it just it boggles my mind. And the FDA is good with this. Oh yeah, sure, it's fine as long as you cut it up here, it's good. Okay, let's move past this. Um, but again, it was appealed, so it's okay now to grow cattle in Mexico or whatever country you want, and then bring it over here, and it's a product for the United States. Okay, enough of that. Let's go with the food recalls, and yeah, uh, cheese recalled because of link to listeria, and that this has been going on for a good while. Listeria and E. coli and stuff. It has gone up quite a bit in the last few years, and they are blaming this on the lack of workers and stuff in these processing places and things like that. Um, yeah, and here's the USDA again. Alerts warns of plastic pieces in Trader Joe's chicken salad. So those who eat a lot of Trader Joe's chicken salad, be warned, you might be eating some plastic there. And one of the things I'm going to get to here after I get down to here, consumers warn about poisoned in sand ginger powder. 2 cent to 2 cent to hospital with heart issues. Um, yeah, I really don't know what the sand ginger thing is, but ugh, it's poison in it. So if you're into that sand ginger stuff, you might want to check this out a little bit more. Del Monte bubble fruit recalled over metal fragments in production. And the funny thing is, in packaging and processing and stuff like this, um, because I've done it before. I've actually worked in a place that does um, that package in pretty little packages and stuff like that. But when it runs through a conveyor belt and stuff, where the boxes get folded or it gets packed in or whatever the case may be, they go through metal detectors. The funny thing is, they're allowed so much metal to get passed into your food and stuff um, before before it gets rejected. There's a limit, so they're allowing some metal to get into your food and stuff when you eat it and stuff. Um, I'm not going to go into a lot of stuff that I've seen in the packaging and stuff that they allow. But we'll just put it this way: they're allowed uh, a little bit of metal in your food when it gets packaging and stuff. But as you can see on this, that evidently there's a little bit too much metal, and for those who eat the Del Monte bubble fruit, I don't know what bubble fruit is, but again, it's tropical mix fruit cups snacks because of potential metal fragments in. Okay, good to know. Okay, now this is the thing that worries me here is our baby formula, and one of the things that kind of you see on the left here says salmonella cases or case likely not part of outbreak. FDA continues to investigate illnesses related to infant formula. And many of you guys may know or have been following this a little bit is there's quite a big outbreak with sicknesses and stuff with baby formula. And on the right here, questions loom as FDA remains quiet on investigation into infant formula outbreak. Why? Why are they're so quiet about this? There's a lot of babies out there that rely on baby formula. And I think there's another story on this out here up here. Yeah. And what that still gets me. Why are they still being quiet about this? What are they even shutting the stuff down to where they're checking it? Or I know there's a massive recall on certain brands and stuff. Everybody can go and search on this and whatnot. But the fact that they're keeping this quiet it's kind of alarming if you think about it. But that's about all I'm going to talk about today. I just wanted to bring you a little bit of information that I've found on food and recalls for this week and whatnot. But the first story was talking about. Yeah, I'm like shocked that this is not. It's not a big thing now. You can raise cattle and stuff in other countries, not knowing what's in it. What are they feeding these animals? What are the growth hormones are they giving them? Or are they giving them steroids or whatever to bulk them up and stuff? And we're eating this stuff because we think, oh, it's all safe and everything because we got products of the United States because they're hard on making sure we're protected and everything. Yeah. So as long as you raise it somewhere else, then bring it over here and cut it up, butcher it. It's products of the United States, and it's okay with this. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Post in the comments below. And like always, guys, God bless. Stay safe.